Have you ever found yourself just wondering what someone really wants from you? It happens to all of us. Well, today we're going to decode those hidden intentions with a super simple but really powerful framework that works without them ever having to say a word. I mean, seriously, how do you know? You get a text or a request or an invitation, and your mind just starts spinning, right? You're trying to figure out the real motive. Are they being genuine? Or is there something else going on under the surface? Guessing all the time is just exhausting. But what if you didn't have to? And this is where it gets really interesting. The whole idea is that people's intentions aren't actually hidden. They're just wrapped up in politeness. The clues are always right there in plain sight. You just have to know where to look. So this is our guiding principle, our core mantra. For a minute, let's just forget the big promises and all the flattering words. The real story, the truth about what someone wants, is written in the patterns of how they act over time. So our first clue is all about becoming an observer. You know, people are creatures of habit, and those habits, those repeated patterns, they reveal what's truly important to them way more than any single conversation ever could. Okay, check this out. Timing is your fastest clue. It's so simple. Think about it. Does someone only pop up when they're in the middle of a crisis? They probably see you as their rescuer. What if they only message when they're bored or lonely? Well, you're a source of comfort. But if they reach out regularly, good times and bad, just to check in, that's different. That points to a genuine desire for connection. And this next point, this is absolutely crucial. So you helped them out, you listened, you gave them what they asked for. Now what? What happens next? If they just vanish into thin air until the next time they need something, then you were a resource. The whole thing was transactional. But if they stick around, if the conversation just keeps going, that's a huge sign they actually value you, not just what you can do for them. Now let's think about your recent chats with this person. Was it a real dialogue, or was it more of a monologue? You know, someone who's genuinely interested, asks about your life, they actually listen, and they remember the details later. But if you feel like you're just a sounding board and the topic always snaps right back to them and their problems, well, that's not a conversation. That's an agenda. And this brings us to maybe the most important pattern of all: consistency. Look, don't get swept away by a single nice moment. Anyone can be charming for a day or make a big promise. True character, real intention, that's revealed over weeks and months. Watch how they treat you when they don't need anything from you. That's where you'll find the truth. Okay, on to our second clue. So instead of just sitting back and observing, we're going to take a small active step. This is how you get instant clarity on what's really going on. It sounds so simple, right? But I'm telling you, this is the most powerful tool in the whole framework. A boundary is like a spotlight. It just, bam! It instantly lights up the true nature of someone's intentions. And here's exactly how it works. This isn't about being mean or starting a fight. It's a simple, polite, I can't help with this right now. That's it. And then you just watch. Their immediate, unfiltered reaction, it's going to tell you everything. This slide just breaks it down perfectly. If they respect your no, say, okay, no problem, their intention is probably healthy. But if they get pushy, or try to make you feel guilty, or even get angry, that shows you they feel entitled to your time and your energy. And you gotta watch out for the silent treatment. That's a classic manipulation tactic. It's designed to punish you for even having a boundary. So, we've decoded their patterns. We've tested their reactions. Now for our final clue. And this one is all about turning inward and listening to the incredibly powerful signals your own body is sending you. This is such an important question, but we ignore it all the time. Your intuition, your gut feeling, it picks up on all these tiny cues long before your logical brain has time to put all the pieces together. That feeling is data. Don't dismiss it. Do any of these feel a little too familiar? That knot in your stomach, that sense of total exhaustion after a simple phone call, or that feeling of dread when their name flashes on your screen? These aren't just random feelings. They are physical red flags that something is off balance. All right, so we've covered observing patterns, testing reactions, and listening to your gut. Now, let's boil it all down into one final, super simple question that acts as the ultimate gut check. This is it. This is the whole thing in a nutshell, the ultimate gut check. After any interaction with them, just pause for a second and ask yourself this one question. The answer, it doesn't lie. Healthy connections, they leave you feeling calm, they leave you feeling respected. But interactions that are driven by a hidden agenda, they leave you feeling drained or guilty or just plain confused. The next time you're not sure, just listen. Your body already knows the answer.